So got these two that were just here, and then the board's out. So I'm gonna remove these stupid rubber stops. Which, yeah, not the best design, but that's what I gotta do. Okay, the board's removed. Stupid rubber tabs, which I hate. Yeah, removing those. So that's out. Cables are out. Yeah, absolute mess, this thing. It's all in. There's a bit of a mess again with these clips, and actually this one was a bit of a bitch right here. That up, and getting these in, which need to go here. And if best advice is have this face out a little like that, because you do not, zoom in, you do not want this to touch. And there's a bit of space in between. It's touching the connector. A bit of slack in between, so it's not going to really touch. May put a tiny bit of tape, I don't know, but I think that should be fine. So I'll just get the light board in right here. That's in, a little light board. Not too hard, thankfully. Now let's put this back in. It's all in. I just need to get the Ethernet, so I've got the long and then the coupler, because that coupler will connect to this right here. And then you've got the, I found just put it through this big plug, the main wire, if you can see it. And then you've got the rest of these ones you got to get in, which can be a bit of a pain, but it's all connected back to the big one. Now I'll sort of go here of some sort. I'll do that. I've done a little bit of wire tying. I'll do more later. Yeah, so main big one goes from here all the way up to that. And it's going to be this slot right here. Number 2 is there 2 feet. So this coupler, which looks like that. Now it's all in. This one right here, up top. That's there, and then it goes all the way down. I just have it permanently there. Not permanently, but temporarily. I'll do that up once it works, and it's plugged in, and let's test it. That's in. Working as it should. Yeah. Got a high score from my game of everything up and going. Except for the Munchkin playfield, but that's fine. I got people coming over, so pretty much.
Your joints must be well oiled.
Yeah. Nice. Though again, looks a little brighter in person on the camera than in person, which is a little weird, but maybe it's just how they are. Yeah. All set up under the playfield. So I've got one cable with a coupler, Ethernet. And we've got here also this board, which it is a tiny bit sideways. I tried sort of moving it, but yeah, got it as good as I can. these are really dim anyways, so it's like they're there, but I'm going to get some pin stadiums. Then we got the main board, of course, power, which will go into the harness, and here, if you can get to it, got your other two boards, and then I ran through this the cable that will go to the main. It's out of focus a bit. Jeez. There we go. So that. Then these are the other existing ones. Is some of the old stuff. But yeah, yeah. Then these got to go back. So brown. Yeah, so they'll be easily visible. So I'm assuming these will go, it'll just go sort of all there. So I'll tidy it up and see. I don't want the round just there, especially because I don't want to remove this again until I need to. So I'll do a tiny bit of touching up. Yeah, this one hopefully just stays there. Yeah, so I've got to, yeah, but yeah, so this one goes down the other side. So that's your US and your flippers, which interestingly enough, they're not soldered. They're like, they've just got these plugs, which is pretty cool. I need to replace it. I don't have to rebuild this yet. So it's still pretty good, even after all these years. I could rebuild them, but for this game, it's hit its shot pretty well, and it's had only maybe a few hundred players. This still performs pretty well. I think if I was selling this for someone else, then I would have just outright placed them. But for me, now these work and do the job well. This, yeah, they don't look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Even behind there, where it would get like just dirty as hell, like when you see some older games. So yeah, so that's staying in. Yeah, they'll go on this side on the bottom, and then these I'll just sort of have it go down, follow there, I believe, and then these are the rest of the plugs. Playfield's in. I had to actually had an error where it's did a check to where the ball comes in and it was getting stuck. So the wires there. I was trying to move something that came out, but I just can't be asked to fix it. Yeah, players, you're barely going to see it. I'll fix that at another point. But so that's all in. And I got it all hooked up. The bottom. As you can see, here's a mess. Yes, I'm going to get that all done up. And that bottom one right here, that goes all the way down to the playfield cable, so that just is going to be there. So yeah, I'll keep these untied. I might just bundle them together. I'll do something to make it look a little neat and tidy, but yeah, it's looking great. So let's turn it on. And look at that. It's all lining up. Let's open the... Oh, and from the Melbourne Pinball Expo, I got it signed by Jack himself. See, it's all on. There's also one in there, and then there's one behind, right there. And of course, it looks brighter on camera. It's a tiny bit more dimmer in person. And that one, the hell is that yellow? Maybe it's just a little glitch. Yeah. So the only thing I got to do next, I'll do a test play and then just put this back on. Which on these Emerald Cities is just the just to make it look a lot nicer around there. So, and after that, stay tuned for a gameplay video.